Have you ever decided to become successful? And I mean intentionally decided to become great at what you do. Today, I present you the opportunity to do just that. Do you often experience fear, doubt, worry, lack and frustration? Of course, we all do, you may reply. But the answer is no. Not everyone does. Only 98% of people accept fear, doubt, lack and limitation as a natural part of life. But 2% of the population don't. Hi there, I am Alta Nel, and I'm on a mission to help everyone ready for it to move from limitation to transformation, to choose riches above lack, success above hardship, and mindfulness above chaos. I work with committed individuals who desire to embrace their power, improve their self-image, revitalize relationships, break the repetitive patterns, grow their income, and ultimately transform their lives. The Scottish-American billionaire and philanthropist Andrew Carnegie once said, "Each human being receives 2 envelopes at birth." He said the one envelope is labeled riches and the other is labeled penalties. The riches envelope contains health, peace, the freedom to do a job that you love, freedom from fear and worry, a positive mental attitude, and material riches of your own choice and quantity. Envelope 2 contains fear and worry, poor health, indecision and doubt, frustration and discouragement, poverty and want, and as well as envy and greed, jealousy, anger, hatred, and even superstition. As I see it, 98% of the population lives with the contents of envelope 2. Just think, how many people do you know who are sick, unhappy, or jealous, or greedy, or cannot make decisions, and are not living the lives they wanted? Just think for a moment, how many people do you know who does not live in the house of their dreams or drive the car they would love to own? Instead, most people settle for what they can afford. How about you? Are you currently living in fear, doubt, and worry? Or are you living in your dream home, and are you driving your dream car? Which envelope did you open so far in your life? I remember a time when I was living from the fruit of envelope 2. I used to live in constant fear of survival. You see, my husband lost his job 3 times in 10 years, and I assure you, it was not fun. We had to scramble to make ends meet while we searched for other positions. And in later years, I entertained and tolerated the fear of failure and the fear of success so intensely that I shoved my life dream aside to avoid facing my fears. Think about it. I used to cherish the fear of envelope 2 above the promise held by envelope 1. It just doesn't make sense. Why would one sabotage one's success by holding on to familiar fear instead of embracing the unfamiliar success? While I entertained the content of envelope 2, I hardly ever made important decisions. For most of my married life, I shifted that responsibility to my hubby. You see, I was a stay-at-home mom with a minuscule income for several years, and I allowed my own feelings of unworthiness to dictate what rights I had and which ones I didn't have. As you can see, I was clearly living by the contents of envelope 2 of my own free will. But the moment I understood that I had the right and the power to choose which envelope I want to open, things started to improve rapidly. I personally discovered how choosing the contents of envelope 1 could transform one's circumstances. I learned how choosing riches from the first envelope could change my real estate results. Within 2 weeks, my real estate results skyrocketed. And within 3 months, I tripled my average quarterly sales compared to the preceding 3 quarters. The secret? I deliberately chose to live by the contents of envelope 1, and I invited success and abundance into my life. You see, you have the freedom of choice. You may choose to go with penalties and be slothful and continue your mental laziness and eat the fruit produced by your comfort zone. Or you may decide to choose riches and place your mind under your control and eat the fruit of a disciplined mind. You see, it really is only a matter of choice and awareness, as the contents of envelope 1 works for everyone who commits to it. Those of you who are ready for a shift in results, an increase in your sales, or a higher success rate in whatever you're doing, shall be touched by this call in truth and immediately act upon it. Choosing the latter will undoubtedly require action and dedication and growth in awareness and discipline, and absolutely you'll have to learn accurate thinking. It was George Bernard Shaw who wrote, 2% of people think. 3% of people think they think. And 95% of people would rather die than think. Should you not choose to become part of the 2% group and actually start thinking instead of remaining in the 95% category of people who would rather die than think? Today, I hold before you 2 envelopes. One envelope is labeled riches and the other is labeled penalties. I encourage you to choose the one labeled riches and to walk with me as we pursue the contents of envelope 1 together. Envelope 1 includes health, peace, doing what you love, freedom from fear and worry, a positive attitude, and riches of your choice and quantity. Now, who doesn't want that? If you are ready to take hold of envelope 1, you should jump at the opportunity to make contact with me. I would love to work alongside you on your dream. Direct message me if you are ready. You know, we all have infinite potential, and I encourage you to choose deliberately to embrace success and the contents of envelope 1. I know I did, and it absolutely transformed my life. For those who are unsure how one goes about choosing and inviting success and abundance into your life, I shall place a link to a 21-page workbook in the description below. I compiled it to help you get ahead and effectively go through the motion of healing your relationship with success and abundance. Download the document, complete the exercises, and do exactly what I tell you to do. If you do, you shall experience a shift for the better. Today, I presented you the opportunity to choose success above failure, abundance above lack, transformation above limitation, and mindfulness above chaos. If you know you are ready to level up, click the link below and download your free workbook right away. Well, this is all from me today. Blessings to all of you. I am Alta Nel. And remember, don't forget to let me know what in the world I can do for you today.